I stopped watching porn for two reasons basically. The first one was that porn brought so much anger and violence into my private fantasies, and these were anger and violence that were not there originally to begin with.
Say you want something real, oh, you only live in no reflection, chasing that distraction. I'm faced with the truth.
Only by watching porn, I take part in creating a demand for filmed prostitution.
No idea how to feel.
Prostitution was nobody's childhood dream, okay? It is always a result of trouble and distress. Now,
Oh, darling, if heaven's a place on earth, honey, I don't want to be part of your pretend world. Never have I felt this restless.
porn is a genre. It's not about erotica or healthy sexual communication. It is all about male domination of women, subordinates of women, not only as a sexual practice, as a way of being, as a genderial hierarchy in this world.
Oh, never this unnecessary.
If we were to ask porn, how does it define something as sexual? What qualifies it? What defines something as sexual? Porn would laugh in our face. What defines sexual? Whatever men find arousing. Men find it arousing to choke a woman, to have brutal sex without one touch, hug, kiss, and or caress. Well, then it is sexual.
Never did I realize how much society had unraveled you and me. Oh, so you look twice, surely you know this. Can't be
Mildest what porn is showing us, like, I don't know, 80, maybe 90% of the time, is actually sex with no hands involved. This is not how we authentically feel. If you're not gonna give up watching porn, so next time you do watch, just notice that porn cameras have no interest in capturing any normal sensual activities such as petting, caressing, making out, touching, hugging, kissing. No. What porn cameras are into is the penetration. And in order to not block the camera from doing this extreme close-up on the penetration, he's standing on his hands behind his back most of the time. And the woman is in this uncomfortable position without disturbing his aggressive movement and mainly without blocking the camera. So the result is that we got two people having sex, but they're having sex, no hands.
This service is just a game, always hiding the
And porn is in our households whether we want it or not, and I believe that it does not agree with our well-being. And because we have internet in the Western world all over the place, we've got 90% of 12-year-olds watching porn on a regular basis. And it has both an addictive effect and a paralyzing effect. It's addictive because we develop somewhat of a dependency in porn. Porn is teaching us that as a man, you are solely valued in sex by having a large penis and an eternal erection. According to porn, being a valuable sexual partner does not relate with being sensual, passionate, attentive, generous, well coordinated. None of the above. So boys become paralyzed, and if they don't become paralyzed by watching porn, very often they turn into imitators of what they saw, which means they become aggressive. Even when emotion is involved, like there is so much sexual abuse going on nowadays within the confines of what we perceive from the outside as beautiful teenage love stories or healthy adult relationships.
It's true, and then I feel the weight of this one watching on the
young girls and women get the message, not only from hardcore porn, but from our porn-influenced mainstream culture. Girls get this notion that if you want to be worthy of love, first and foremost, you have to be worthy of sexual desire. And now, the definition of sexual desire almost equals, in every single one of these schools, I find girls that at a certain point agreed to be documented in an intimate situation because they wanted to please some guy that they had feelings for. And this guy misappropriated their trust. And normally nobody even addresses him in terms of moral. But it is always girls that suffer from shaming and mortification. They can change school, they drop out, change school, move to another city and still be haunted on social networks. They develop clinical depressions, severe eating disorders, as if we don't have enough reasons in our culture to develop eating disorders. They become so isolated socially. So some of them, like Amanda Tolbert, some of them actually commit suicide because they find no more value in life or in themselves. So porn is not only in our house, it's not a minor phenomenon in our society. It's mainly a question of life and death for the people who participate in porn, because porn is not an embodiment of freedom of speech, freedom of occupation, blah, blah, blah. No, it's an embodiment of sex exploitation, working side by side with human traffic, raping, pimping, solicitation. They don't make it to the age of 50, for reasons mainly. Drugs, STDs, sexually transmitted diseases, being murdered by a John, a pimp, a boyfriend. And the fourth reason is suicide once again. Because if you're a prostitute, on camera or off camera, you're in the situation that we can refer to as social death. We have all sat in the dinner table with people who probably consumed prostitution, but have been to a brothel once, twice. We never sat down to the table with a prostitute. When I sit in the privacy of my room and I watch porn, even without paying, whatever I am watching is creating a demand, and wherever there is a demand, there will be supply. There's a correlation. The scum of the earth are already out there trying to solicitate and prostitute these women on camera. So I stopped watching porn for my personal well-being, my intimate communication, my private erotic life, my, reclaiming control and responsibility over my mind. But by doing that, I actually stopped contributing to this horrible sex industry. That's a good thing to do, I I'm all for sexual freedom. It just means that we need to put genderial hierarchy aside, subordinates aside, and bring back in, let's just say, laughter as a critical mass for intimacy. Two souls, two humans, two souls alone in private. If two souls alone in a room does not manage to have a laugh together, what good could possibly grow them, sexual and non-sexual?
Let that sun to ground, reach that
Silence only perpetuates more silence, while talking normally gives birth to more talking, more sharing, more identification, more awareness, more change. Small change in our small, humble life. Real change, a true one, emotionally safer.
Set me free.